Hi everyone, how you doing? Welcome
Hi
to
guys.
A&O Nyusu, another segment. How you doing, Jola?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm all right, and I'm your host, Uforo. I did that in a reverse.
That's
Hi.
okay.
Yeah, so how's your day been going so far? Everything looking good? Everywhere looking great? Everything
Sure.
coming together? Well, that's good. So yeah, on
Yeah.
to our Nyusu segment. So we'll start with the very first one. Yes, I stop it there. And for those who don't know what
uh,
that means, that's our independence anthem. No, 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 that's the Nigerian anthem. Sorry, national
Nigerian
anthem.
anthem. Yeah,
National
but we
anthem.
are playing it just
Yeah,
to commemorate,
Frosty.
Happy Independence Day, which
Exactly.
will have passed by the time this comes up. Why the frosty for you?
No, because I went from independence anthem to
Right.
Nigerian anthem. Then I finally landed on national anthem. So definitely a frosty moment. Yeah, so Nigeria turned 61 or has turned 61 by the time this comes out. So yes, it's our Independence Day is on the 1st of October every year, obviously. Yeah, so we gained our independence in 1960. And yeah, obviously 61 years old. Um there's not a lot I would have to say about this. Normally some people come into an Independence Day and there's this whole celebration and jubilation and jumping. But I think without staying too much on it, and I know myself and Jola would have a lot if we wanted to like have a whole episode on this. I think every year for the past few years, Independence Day has been it's been a sad reminder of the state that we are in as a nation, and it's not something to be we're proud about, be proud about. It feels like there's a lot of regression that has happened over the years, and I guess that's where I want to keep it. I don't want to stay too much because the issues that can be listed is unending. And for the first time, we're starting with a sad note. So yeah, normally we end with a sad note, but we're starting with a sad one. So on that bombshell, we're going to move on to our regular briefing. Um,
Well, on that note, I'm not sure why you chose bombshell.
because it's I took bombshell because that's from one of my favorite hosts or show hosts and one of the TV shows that I used to well not TV show like to Top Gear Grand Tour or something like that. Yeah. So Jeremy Clarkson always used to say on that bombshell. So that's why it just came to my head.
Okay.
Anyways,
All right.
um Konami is reportedly working on Metal Gear, Castlevania, and Silent Hill games. So anything you want to add on that?
Nah, not really. Just continue that. Okay. It's been a while since there's been a metal game.
Yeah, but even though there are like two Metal Gears I've downloaded on my Xbox a while ago,
I'm guessing
and
it's
I wasn't.
Phantom Pain
Yeah,
and
there's a
the other
Phantom
one.
Pain, and then there's another one, and I'm not really. I wouldn't say I enjoyed playing it as such. It just felt.
Sorry, that other one, by chance, is it the usual um, snake guy? Or was it something
Yeah,
different?
one of both of them are the usual Snake guys, so it was quite the it wasn't I didn't enjoy it that much, so it wasn't something I was like, oh yeah, I don't know, I couldn't continue playing
Continue.
it for too long. When you play a
Mm-hmm.
game and you can't play for too long.
That's what
Anyways,
happened with me at Phantom Pain.
yeah.
So,
The next news, and this is on one that has been blowing up on.
that's why I put it. I know you would want to
Yeah,
I haven't started
I
yet and I'm
watched it.
gonna get on it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I watched it when, okay, to start before people get it's Squid Game. I watched it when it first came out on. So it's like say everybody. I know that that's not how it happens, but to me, it's like everybody having a delayed response because myself and my sister-in-law watched it like 2 weeks ago or something like that when it first came out. Then all of a sudden, I'm now seeing it blowing up on social media recently. I'm seeing like even some friends that said, "Have you seen Squid Game?"
Because
I'm
people
like,
don't always watch a show immediately it comes out.
very true. No,
Then they
definitely.
take time to track people's actual.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was just one of those ones that I just clicked randomly and said, let me just. Obviously, it was on the trending
on the
initially
stuff. Yeah,
in
I
the
saw it
initial, yeah. And I was like, let me
happened
just start it. And I started, and then I was like, oh, interesting. Let's see where this goes. I mean, I don't want to talk about it yet because there'll be a lot of spoilers,
Yeah, I
and
haven't
there's
watched
some,
it.
and you've not seen it. Yeah, exactly. But the news is that Korean broadband provider is suing Netflix, and as Squid Game continues to dominate Netflix, and we know South Korea internet provider is planning to sue Netflix over the cost of subscribers using the bandwidth. That's insane.
Why
though.
should they blame?
Like,
why should they blame them for that? Though?
So
you are blaming me because my show
is doing well. So
we like high.
So
I
we should
make my shows crap.
Your shows
that makes no sense.
Yeah, your shows need to not be good because if they are good, then too many people. That's why they are taking a lot of money from people for internet and not wanting them to spend on to use it to the fullest. So now that you're using it to the fullest, it's like, oh, we need to sue you.
I don't even understand how you can be able to even claim to sue on something.
No, but that's the world we live in today, isn't it? Like, people sue people for this. This is not even so stupid. It's like you can have a little bit of a relationship or correlation or whatever word you want to use, but this is not. There's some that is like, what the what? I mean. See, I'll just bring this up here, and I'm sure we've discussed it before, but I don't think on the podcast. When one woman sued a man for child support, have you heard of that thing? I'm trying not to say too much initially. Okay, so I'll start. I'll now start. So basically, I know. Obviously, I'll just try to be initially vague. So basically, this rich man stays in a hotel. Like he visits the hotel. So now. There's the lady that all these people that clean the room and all these things. So she comes in to clean the room. Now, this guy has had sex with somebody and his condom is in the trash with sperm inside. And then she takes the condom and does insemination into herself, gets pregnant, and then carries the baby obviously to them and sued the guy for child support because obviously he's a rich man. So yeah. And I think he lost and she won.
Really? Even though all the evidence of what she did was there, maybe there wasn't a strong enough evidence.
No. There was evidence.
That's what she did. Not that she was claiming we had a relationship.
No, she was not claiming.
And she won.
I think she won. Yeah, he has to pay. Yeah, I think. No, let me put I think just for a disclaimer reason, but I think she did win. And because I was like, in my head, I was like, what's the actual? Because I remember saying this is highly ridiculous. I remember talking about it and saying that how can this happen? So yeah, people sue for stuff all the time. And continue to stay on Squid Game. The Squid Game phone number is real. And the guy the director had to apologize or something about that. And I think the phone has been reportedly ringing 4,000 times a day. People are now to get into the game. So they use the random number, but the number happens to be real. I think that's on them. Why I say that's on them? Because if you sit down on your phone and carry your phone and put your phone number and change maybe the last 2 digits and call it, chances are someone else is at the end of the line. Yeah, because the phone numbers are generated randomly to pick whatever number because they give phone people a range of numbers to use from. That's why we have all this in different places. You have 074 or 007 070 whatever in Nigeria, stuff like that. So you as the person should not just pick a random number and say, let's use it. You need to pick the random number and then you need to confirm if that random number exists before you say, let us use it. Then secondly, apparently,
would people complain if it is obvious that the number isn't real? The movie or a show, does it matter?
No, if the number wasn't real, they won't send. Nobody cares.
No, I'm asking. Yeah,
okay.
No, are you
sure?
No.
Yeah, no one said. No
one's like to nitpick on this.
No, I've seen a couple of things
like a phone number and you say, "Oh, it's not real. It's not."
No. I've seen a couple of because nobody's expecting it to be real. People call it a random because I've seen a couple of things that people have put like a number somewhere and they tried to call it and it wasn't real. And I've never heard any outrage about it. Like, if
that's the case, if people don't send numbers, why are people trying the number?
No, because the number is real. That's
look at the number is real. But why are you trying it when you know
no when the number you have to understand when the number was fake. If let's just say there's a number and it's fake, people will try the fake number. Because human beings are stupid. They will try the number regardless, fake or real. Now, once they try the number and they get, oh, this line doesn't exist, they move on. Once they try the number and they get this someone ringing and they whether they know that that's where this is. Why do you think trolling exists?
Go as far
yes, this is so. This is basically trolling. It's not like they don't know that the person. It's not like they don't know that the game is not real or they don't know that the person is not connected to the thing. But it's part of trolling. This is how human beings troll. You know that apparently there was even another one, and I read it a little bit, but I didn't read too much into it, that the bank account as well is a real bank account. So people have been depositing money into the bank accounts.
That's their own business. The owner of the bank account will.
Yeah, people have deposited money. Like they've been depositing money into the bank account. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
don't come and meet me, collect your money back.
The moment, this is why all this Hollywood and the rest have their own sets where they create things. Because the thing about human beings, the moment you give them something that could be authentic or real, it turns to a whole tourist, let me put it in a soft tone, attraction. Everyone starts to attack it. Like, that's why there are some places that have been done in movies that are real places that people now have turned to tourist attraction, and everybody's going there because a movie was shot there. No, I'm just trying. No, I get that you can understand that, but I'm only saying that this is how the moment you put something close to real, even though they know the movie is fake or not, human beings start to hound it. Like, that's just their nature.
Okay, last thing I'll say on this. Human beings, yes. And I guess it's also that human curiosity. My own is, okay, fine, there's a number, and just for the fun of it, you want to try it. That's fine. Try the number. And it goes to someone, oh shit, it actually does go to someone. Or you leave it there. It's when you take it that much further where you're calling and asking the person, anyway, that's just like, that's what I'm saying. If you I'm say you're curious just to know if it works, I can understand.
No, it's not about, I don't think it's about curiosity. It's about trolling more than curiosity. So people are trolls. That's just it. And for the next one, Sam Raimi. Or Raimi. Interesting. Sam Ramiel. Didn't think he would direct another superhero movie because Spider-Man 3 was disliked so much by people and they let him know about it. I wonder why.
I don't think it was terrible enough for people to bug him that much. It wasn't great.
Do you think he's making
some okay moments in there though? He had some solid moments in there, I feel. So. But
I mean, I don't think it's that exactly. I don't think it was that bad. Or do you think he's making a mountain out of a molehill or whatever they call?
No, I know. I think people did complain. I'm speaking for the fans that complain so much like that. So I think people did complain. I'm sure they did. So he may have just thought, It's movies like this are a bit delicate, with fans and how they react. So I'd probably want to just avoid
Obviously,
it.
it's superhero movies. They're always anything that's Marvel DC is the epitome of the yeah
He
of
said, sorry.
exactly epitome of what's the name
Yeah.
of what did I do? You use the word, and I'm now missing the word of delicate. Like, is at the top of it.
Like,
Like the moment is touchy. It's anything that has been created somewhere else, like a book, comic, blah blah blah, that has a fan base. The moment you touch it, you're playing with fire, and it's how you do it. You bend the fire well, or you get burned by it. So that's up to you. Um, then The Witcher season 3 already confirmed ahead of the release of season 2. Like that's I mean,
yeah.
I when I read it, I was
You shared
but
that
like
with me, right?
you haven't even shown us what you've done.
They're very confident
They are
in the whole
cocky
Witcher
and
thing.
confident and everything.
That's it.
They're like, we got you guys by the balls and everything. Like, see, we know what we are doing it already. We're already we are going to stay ahead of it and do it. Give you this one and then create before you know we're doing season 4, just to tell you guys that we are the shit. Like we are the TV show. Good luck to them. And for my final one, Henry Cavill said in a recent interview with the movie Dweeb that he will be open to any roles in the future Bond films if they reach out to him. Now you've been seeing, I'm sure everybody knows
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die is out, or it's out now, isn't it? It's out.
Yeah, it's out.
After the
I don't
multiple
know if it's
pushbacks, it's
select,
out.
but it's out. Yeah.
Yeah, after it's been pushed back for a while. It's out. Daniel Craig is his last movie on the Bond, so I think this one was even not initially not meant to be. It was supposed to be the last one. Was supposed to be the last one, but I think they pushed it to do one more, and yeah. So this is the last one. So now it's time for the Bond fish. Like everyone is now fishing for who is the next James Bond. And
but didn't they say so? But in the meantime, it's supposed to be the other girl, the black babe, but she's not a 007. She's just a different Bond. Different.
No, but she's a double O in the movie. I don't think it's going. I don't think they're going to.
7.
I don't think they're going to carry it forward. Like I might be wrong. And if they do carry it forward, not that it's a bad.
It wasn't the whole thing a big thing where they are introducing her as the next whatever Bond something.
I don't necessarily. I agree. I understand what you're saying.
Then now have they changed story again?
No, I don't know. I'm not so sure. I mean, I know that the movie was like, oh, this is the next double O. But I don't necessarily think it's like next double O, like, oh, you're going to start your own movies, double O. I felt like it's the next double O in the world of double O. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So in that whole world of James Bond, as far as they're concerned, the Daniel Craig is meeting the person that has taken over from him. But in our real world where we live and breathe, I don't think they're going to carry it over that they now start making 00 movies with her in it. Exactly. So I think that's the whole thing in the movie, but not in reality. So, but I might be wrong. And if they do that in reality to carry it over to give it to her to do, it's a good thing, but it's a thing. That's all I can say. It's a good thing because I understand I need to be nice, but it feels like a thing in the sense that, you know, the whole inclusivity and the whole let's do this. So it will be one of those ones that everybody will be like going there with an extra bit of scrutiny, like, and I don't know if that would be fair. Exactly. I don't know if that would be fair on the actress or the lady or whatever. I just don't feel like that kind of scrutiny will be fair because
but If they're
just
gonna
like we
try,
just like we
let them
covered in
try.
the just like we covered in the episode when we did the Wonder Woman episode a long time ago. It's the same thing. Like sometimes we will prefer you to create something rather than
put her in
that kind
something that
of
people
this and
already.
yeah, that is touchy. Just it's touchy. So it's one of those ones. It's not like the Black Superman. It's touchy. You just
But that's
you're like,
why maybe they're trying to, as you said, it may not be that it is her as 007. This is like in the 007 movies, and maybe they will just do something else.
maybe there's like a shift away. But anyways, but going back to the point of Henry Cavill saying, you know, he'll be open to do it. I'll mention his name. We'll talk about that for like 1 second. Then I'll talk about 2 other people or something. You know, so there's been a whole memes going on. There's a lot of memes of all the content that's going around saying, oh, you know, this thing. Now,
for ages, they've been
that's been for ages. There was a time that they all spoke about Will Smith long time ago. And now,
long time.
Now, let me say it. After talking about Will Smith, somebody put no. Just no.
Yes, exactly. Just no. Just no. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Will, but no. Just no. We don't want you doing. We don't want you doing a British accent. Number one.
Oh no.
We don't want you. No.
We don't want you to bring your realness.
Yeah. Just stay away. Then obviously Henry Cavill, I feel like he can be nice for it, but then again, I feel like he's too much of. Like he doesn't fit that role to me. He just seems too much of like.
I know what you mean.
I'm not trying
role. He looks like the role.
Yeah.
At the same time, I think is that he has too much of that Superman-ness.
Yeah, he's so
like
big.
Maybe he fits too much.
It's so much, you know, like bringing The Rock and saying The Rock should act like that kind of. He's
not as big as The Rock.
He's not as big as The Rock, but
kind of physicality you're thinking about.
I know, but when I saw him wear a suit in Mission Impossible, that suit was struggling to breathe. The suit was like, the suit was like,
at the same time, they can always get him to tone down a little bit.
How much can he tone down?
Because he was still in the middle of his Superman. He's supposed to be.
I am not disagreeing, but this guy
to chill.
Have you watched this guy work out? This guy likes his body type at the moment. It's not something that. I'm not trying to say I don't. Exactly. I just think that I don't feel like everyone wants to like slim down slightly.
Slim down for anybody.
No, it's going to be like, you make 007 buff up to me. I'm not going to slim down for.
That's what I wanted to say. That's what I was saying. And I was also going to say, if they could go the way of a Daniel Craig for the role, why can't they go the way of a Henry Cavill? Because first time I saw Daniel Craig, I was like, what is this? Because we were coming from.
Yeah, we were coming from. Yeah, continue.
We were coming from Pierce Brosnan to a Daniel Craig. Very, very different.
Yes.
Now I feel like, wow.
Yeah, even
very different.
I mean, even my missus always says that's why she doesn't like the whole Daniel Craig ones, because that's why she doesn't like the whole Daniel Craig one, because she thinks that he's
very different from all the
other ones. Very different from the other. But what I'm saying is that he feels too much for the role. Not that they can't make it gel, but he just feels like he's too like. Because I think
what you can say is, let me help you. Let me help you if I'm right. I think aside from his look, forget his look can fit him.
Yeah, definitely look.
But I think it's also because he's a bit of a stiff guy.
He's physical. He's a physical guy. I don't see him being slick like that. I mean, not that he cannot be slick, or don't get me wrong, but I feel like I would want to see a little bit of that. Anyways, like you said, it's stiff. stiff is the right word. Let's leave it as stiff.
Yeah, because
But
he's
then
a physical guy, yeah, but I don't. He doesn't. If he's going back to old school type, he doesn't need to be as physical as they're thinking.
that's what I'm trying to say. But anyways, to
Yeah.
add the only other two people I'll bring up here because his name was brought up a long time ago, and that's Idris Elba.
Yeah.
So Idris Elba was brought up a
Elba,
long time ago, and a lot of
We all
people,
want Idris.
everybody wanted Idris.
Openly,
Not even secretly. But then the other person they threw into there, I don't mind him as well. Tom Hardy, like for me.
Oh,
For me, Tom Hardy can work. Like,
I think long ago I would have thought, okay, maybe Tom
Hardy. No, as in, yeah, no, I know. It's just they just need to just he's a good actor, I think. So I think they just need to just.
He is a good actor,
but I think they just need to. He just needs to get into the role, and he can do it. It's just that he doesn't need to be too, It's just like him and each other can have that too much of a gang person if they want to overdo it, and then you'll be like, you need to be slightly more slick. Jay, you need to like.
Chris has it. No, I don't know. Tom Hardy, not anymore. That's what I said.
It's a difficult one.
But I think
if you were to, it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. But we'll leave it to them. We'll see what they come up with. Then that's it for me.
I was just throwing one, but I saw as well recently in the content that they were now asking about the Bridgerton guy.
No.
Yeah, you are the wrong person to ask. Don't worry. I didn't expect to get.
I mean, I get, but if I was going to go James Bond, it's just like the way is it Robert Pattinson? Is that his name? That's his name, isn't it?
Batman,
it's just yes. To me, it feels like that. Like I don't know the Bridgerton guy well enough. Sorry. I don't know the Bridgerton guy well enough to say yes or no per se.
No.
But I feel like it's like using a wrench to fit something in. Now, not that he can't do it, but that's how I felt about Robert Pattinson acting as Batman, because I feel like it just doesn't fit to me. And seeing that Bridgerton guy in that role, obviously mixed race, everything, like I think it doesn't still fit. It feels like it should be.
I'm not
feels like too much of a.
Too much of a what?
It's too much force. Like to be like you're trying to force it in. Like you're trying to do. It's like you're trying to do too much. And it's either you go all the way with something like Idris Elba and not try and give us a half and half, or he's trying to, and I don't mean it in a racist way, but it also is, or trying to, or you just go normal, just go the other way, because Idris Elba is accomplished enough to like stand his own ground in such a role, or then you go normal.
Some people will say if you want to go with someone that is not as.
Yes, but that is but this is it's James Bond. It's difficult. It's very, very it's one of those very, very it's touchy. It's so difficult. It's not like creating a superhero movie where you can put, because the superhero character has been created already. I know it looks like, it's a superhero character, but I'm trying to say, like, if it doesn't matter, because most of the superhero movies, they are wearing a mask, or they are doing this, or they are doing that. But for James Bond, sometimes you cannot do without seeing the character. That's why all of us still see Daniel Craig, like, till date, or as in at the new movies, or we still remember Pierce Brosnan. We even know their names because we know all of their names. Like the other one was Roger Moore, or whatever his name was, like. All of them we remember, or what's his name? The one of the greatest ones of all the what's his name? Starts C. No. Yes. I remember the old one.
Well, anyway, I'm not. I think they just threw that one in because he's someone people are liking to see. Not that he would really be a contender, because he's too.
Yeah, definitely.
Green rather. And I think he might be too much of a fine boy to do that. Anyway, moving on. So Scarlett Johansson has settled her lawsuit with Disney. The terms of the agreement have not really been disclosed at this point. Maybe they will later. But yeah, I'm happy for her. I'm sure the success of Shang-Chi really helped as well in her favor if they hadn't finalized Depends on when they finalize, basically.
Yeah, but I saw it. I was like,
I'm
oh,
glad.
great,
Why did
yay
you
for
stop? You
you.
stopped the clapping. You started
No, I
saying
did,
the
I did,
clapping.
I didn't want to give it too much. It's all right, like it's a win, but
Okay.
I didn't really.
All
We
I
don't.
do is win.
Yeah, exactly. We don't care that
Anyway,
much. But continue.
yeah. No, I'm glad she did that.
And we're glad. We're definitely glad. Definitely
It
glad.
seems Disney likes to do some funny. Disney does
They
funny
pull some
stuff
weird
all the
stunts.
time.
They pull
Like,
weird stunts all
you
the
guys
time.
have money. What is it now? Anyway, sorry. The Kratos voice actor, that's God of War, Christopher Judge, wrote on wrote on Twitter that Ragnarok was delayed because of him. Because in August 2019, he couldn't walk and he had to have like back surgery, hip replacement, and knee surgery and stuff. So they waited for him to.
Is he an old guy?
No, I don't know
It
his
just
age,
felt
but he's
like
not
it just
old
no,
though.
not
He
old,
must
but
have had some.
when you
He
start saying
must have
hip
maybe he had
replacement
some
and
kind
some
of
stuff like that, it feels like not young.
maybe he had some kind of injury. No. He's not old enough where you're thinking, oh, no, he must have had some kind of issue. But yeah, basically they had to wait for him, which is nice. Because I don't blame them. They saw he's good at it.
Yeah.
So
definitely should be.
they figured they would just wait after it. So yeah, that's why. PlayStation acquired Blue Point Games. These are the guys that worked on remakes for Shadow of the Colossus and Demon Souls, and now I think they're about ready to make some original games. So
yeah, good for them. I'm happy to see PlayStation starting to acquire some of those studios. Also,
they've acquired a few other things, but yeah,
just throwing it into this gaming thing. FIFA 22 is out and eFootball is also out. Just for those that play. Thank you.
Football. Sure. Okay. Netflix, another acquisition. Netflix acquired their first game studio. It's called Night School, and these are the developers behind whatever. The developers behind games like Oxenfree and After Party, which I'm not sure I know.
Why did you say behind whatever initially? I was like, huh?
The whatever is for you, the Frosty you dropped.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So they are the first studio to join Netflix in their new gaming initiative. You know that they're planning to bring on to their streaming service at no extra cost. So I don't know. I guess we'll see where they go with this whole gaming thing. We watch. For two director wants his own Snyder cuts, and I don't even want to dive into that, but this whole Snyder cut thing is a new thing. Everybody wants, because apparently, yeah, he too, the movie is not exactly the way he wanted to make it. There were a lot of
I'm
sure a lot of movies are like that.
You know what? I would have even said yes, have your Snyder cut, because you know how I felt about Thor 1 and Thor 2.
I thought 2 is the forget Thor 1.
Wait.
Thor 2 is the worst, so I can
yeah. I'm just trying to say, you know how I felt about them. So I would have said yes, he should take it, but you cannot outshine Ragnarok at the moment. Nothing you can remake, recut, redo, repurpose, rebuy, refurbish can outshine Ragnarok.
To get into Thor. I know you're
but so I just wanted to say no.
Ragnarok.
I just wanted to say that leave it. It's just, if many other Justice League had come out, I would have told Snyder Cut to go and bite something. But for the fact that we didn't have any other Justice League, and so it was like the recent ones, so he had the nothing else was covering him, so they could do that. But guy, we've moved on. Just move on. Leave it.
I mean, yeah, I just did that in there. So the first image of HBO's The Last of Us has been revealed. That's just a reminder, it's Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey. Both of them are GOT, Game of Thrones alums. He was the Red Viper, and the girl, Bella Ramsey, is the girl who played that I can't remember the name of the house now, but the specific house that swore loyalty to the Starks, where Jon Snow was trying to convince them to come back.
Oh, yeah.
That young girl.
Yeah, that young girl. Yeah, I remember.
Eventually, let me not say anything for those who.
Yeah.
yeah, so the first image was shared, and they're showing them from the back, but it looks about right anyway, with the way they look, the setting and stuff. So yeah, getting closer and closer to whenever that comes out. And finally, Demon Slayer season 2 premieres December 5th. So this is fall anime, guys. Not fall, sorry, winter.
Winter anime is winter. It's almost winter season.
We're still far, not far, but yeah.
Get your jackets, everyone.
But before that, what they're bringing out is a 7-episode, 7 episodes rather, that would cover the Mugen Train movie that we watched. But what they're doing is that I think one of the episodes is going to be an original, maybe probably at the end, that would then link between Mugen Train and the Red Light District, Entertainment District arc.
Just call it Yoshiwara arc. Why you know?
Because they're not calling it Yoshiwara, so I don't want to call it Yoshiwara.
I was
one
wondering.
Just bringing that from
wherever you get,
renaming my own,
yeah, but it's called Yoshiwara
and then
District.
It's gonna have 70 new scenes as well. So, and maybe some other things. But the 70, well, you have to be careful with that. The 70 scenes can be as little or as big as anything.
It can be a rat crossing the bridge. Anything.
I swear. So the only thing you can say is that original episode, but the 70 scenes, one doesn't.
Yeah.
So yeah, that wraps up our Nyusu.
Nyusu? Nyusu? It's done. Producer, roll us out. Thank you guys for listening. Like, subscribe, and look out for the next segment.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Sayonara. Gambare.